So, as you know, I'm telling people that I've been keeping up to date with the whole Quawan Charles situation. And the last video that I did, it was a article that I read from the Washington Post that went into even more detail. It even revealed the names of Janet Irvin and Gavin Irvin, who was the father, the mother and son, who was the last two people that we know of to have seen Quawan Charles alive. And we also believe that they are the suspects behind his murder. Well, I've actually been notified um, on Instagram from a couple of my followers, and I actually was told this in a chat room of the premiere video that I did in the last update I did, that they have Janet Irvin's mugshot, but I had never seen it because every time I typed her name into the search bar, articles would come up about Quawan Charles, but it was never a mugshot of her. So this was sent to me, and I want to make sure that I get the people's names right because I like to give credit, especially when it comes to this situation, to Vin Malaje and also Stephanie Dews, because they both sent me the picture around the same time. They probably sent it to me around the time that video was being uploaded, but I just didn't see it until hours later. But here it is right here. But not only did they send me a picture of Janet Irvin, who you can see right here, but they also have a picture of her husband, Alvin Irvin, who is someone they've never mentioned. And then right there at the bottom right corner is Gavin Irvin, who is the son. Remember, he was the last person, the 17-year-old that was also with his mother. And I noticed there's a picture of him there with a dog. And I keep thinking about that dog that Quawan had got from him. Now, his picture is from 2017, so you're talking 3 years ago. So it's not much of a change. So 3 years ago in this picture, if he's 17 now, he was 14 in this picture. And that meant Quawan was 12 at the time. At the time, they probably didn't even know each other. And I noticed that the dad has a dog too. So it's something about that family and some dogs, but you know, it is what it is. So yes, this is the mugshot of her. Allegedly, somebody told me in one of the chats that she is 33, which means she was definitely a teen mom when she had her son, most likely. And the dad looks old as dirt, but that's neither here nor there. Now, one additional thing that I did find out is that when they were looking for the vehicle in which Janet and Gavin had picked Quawan up in, it was an audio that was released. Now, I didn't play the audio for the simple fact that I think the picture of Quawan's deceased body was there and I didn't want to see it. But based on what I've heard from people who have heard the audio, somebody had said that the vehicle that Janet Irvin owns or was driving in smelled like bleach. And bleach has a very distinct smell. Like if you smell bleach, you know what bleach smells like. And I can only think of this, that they must have put Quawan's dead body in that car and then they dumped him in that sugarcane field, and to get rid of that smell, as well as to get rid of any type of stains, maybe blood or anything like that, any kind of evidence, they had to use bleach and scrub that car down the entire interior and most likely the exterior as well, to get that smell out and get any kind of evidence that would lead and point back to them. So why, it makes you bet the question, why would their vehicle smell like bleach? So this is, like I said, this is the latest so far that has come out about this. I told you I was going to stay on top of this, and I'm also glad that I'm putting out there that I am staying on top of this story, because I also have people that are helping me with this, because I could not find these pictures on my own. I'm glad that this was sent to me, and I'm glad that I could find any other additional information that mainstream media will not put out there, because like I said, mainstream media has not put out this woman's mugshots. But it looks like on the website it says LafayetteMugshots.com, so apparently they did have her mugshots. And also something else that I did find out is that this woman does have a history of crime. Now, I can't remember or know exactly what she has done in the past, but she does have a criminal history. But I don't know if it's to the extent as to what we are saying that I have to say allegedly, because they still haven't said that she did it, but we're leaning more towards that part. But to protect myself, I have to say allegedly. We don't know if the crime she had committed in the past, which to my knowledge was very recent and not too far in the past, is even on the same scale as which she allegedly has involved herself in with the Quawan Charles case, her and her son. So this is another interesting update right here, another important update. And as far as of right now of me recording this video, which is currently November 15, 2020, they still have not caught them. As of yet, they are still on the run as far as we know. And, you know, it's the fact that they're on the run like this just further proves that they definitely know something. They definitely are involved. And with that Bleach story that I've heard, yeah, all of it's starting to point to them now. Someone had also said in the comments of that video that I did that they believe that they reason why they fled, or the reason they believe they fled, is because they didn't expect the cops to find his body in that field. They were probably expecting that someone was going to come, not someone, but something was going to come and I guess you could say feast on his flesh and leave nothing behind. And when they found his body, then all of a sudden they quote unquote were evicted, but we never saw an eviction notice. And they packed up a U-Haul and they dipped. So they are making this whole thing literally point to them. Literally, like there's no way that they can claim now that they're innocent at all. Like all evidence is pointing to in their direction, and only in their direction as far as we can tell. But this is the latest update that I have so far. And shout out to everybody, or the people that contributed to helping find these images of her as well as her husband. And now that her husband is in the mix, I want to see and learn more about him, because we keep hearing about her and the son, but we don't know too much about the husband and the role he possibly played in this. Like I said, this is one escalating ongoing story. It's only the beginning, and we will see where we go from here. With that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one.